Greetings, my maximizers. It is your maximizing coach, Deshaun Antoinette Booker. Welcome to your phenomenal Friday. Listen, I hope you had a good, productive week and that you're going to have a most wonderful and fabulous, relaxing weekend. Okay? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by with me for just a moment. So, I'm always having a message to give myself. And I'm like, if it's good enough for me, it's good enough to share it with somebody else. Okay? So this week, I was handling some personal business on the phone. Took forever. You know how that is, right? No, I want to speak to a representative, right? Pushing 1, 2, and 3, 4, and all these buttons to get to a representative, a live person. So I finally got to a person who was helping me navigate through some business that I had to do on a website. And of course, the username and password, we're putting that in. It's not going through and it keeps kicking me out. It's just not happening. She was very, very patient with me, the young lady who was assisting me. So at one point I said, let me refresh my page. And of course I did. And of course we were able to continue with the service, right, that I needed and navigate through that process. But you know what? I got to thinking. I said, now, wait a second, Deshaun. You know what? I sat on that for about a day or two. I said, amazing how we can hit a refresh button for our laptops, our computers, our phones, and then our pathway to wherever we're trying to get to in that moment opens up with clarity and connectedness. Woo! You know that's good, right? Clarity and connectedness. And so I said, wow, we need to refresh the page of our own lives. Not just because it's 2021, it's January, it's the first month of the new year. No, we should always refresh the page of our life throughout the year. Oh, I love that. We need to declutter all of the time. And I teach that to my clients. I do. That we should always be in a space and a consistent moving pace and tempo of decluttering all the junk that has really been in the way of us manifesting our desires. Pause. A lot of times when I'm talking and coaching, people think that I'm only talking to those that want to start a company, a business, that they think that their desires are just, desiring to be an entrepreneur. That's not the case. We all have desires that we want to manifest, whether your desire is to have more peace in your life, right? Have better and stronger connections with your family members, your girlfriends, your partner, to just have more wisdom in your life, direction, to be able to travel more. Whatever it is your desires are, to have stronger friendships, to just be really on one accord, with the people in your lives, and how can you do more volunteer work, whatever your desire is, to turn your hobby into something that you could possibly make money from. Nonetheless, desires isn't just you being an entrepreneur. It's the desires of your heart to lose weight, to be, settled in your own mindset about something that happened to you in the past. And so our desires want to manifest, but because of the clutter and the junk, the dirt, the debris, the dust, the mess, the fog, the noise, all of this stuff, the static that's always in our way, the toxic energies, we can't get through. Like I couldn't get through on that site until I refreshed that page. And sometimes we need to refresh our pages in our lives. And you know what that means? That means letting go of people, places, things, ideas that have not been really healthy for us, attitudes, actions, habits, thoughts. We have to get rid of those things. It's eviction time. It's eviction time. I say this, and I've been saying saying this to my clients for a long time. I want you to really get close and listen to this. When the essence of your soul shows up and serves you notice, what will you do? When the essence of your soul shows up and serves you notice, what will you do? Serves you an eviction notice to get rid of that old person that's not working, that's not bringing abundance, and for you to stand in your true self, who God has called you to be. God has called you to be, right? And so I ask my clients that when the essence of your soul shows up and serves you notice, what will you do? Same principle here. It's eviction time. It's time for you and I, okay, to get rid of the unhealthy energies and welcome the healthy vibrations so that we can step into clarity and connectedness with God, so that we're in alignment with Him to live our best full life in abundance. How do we do that? Sometimes we say, oh, that sounds great, Deshawn. And it's just so many things that I'm doing, so much that's happening in my world, so much on my plate. How do I do that? I always tell my clients I ask them, how do you eat an elephant? One chunk at a time. So if we're going to be in the business of decluttering our lives, right? To refresh that button and that page in our lives, we're going to have to do that step by step, one action at a time. Plan it out. What areas in my life do I need to declutter? Is it in my physical home, my physical space? Is it in relationships? Is it in my consciousness, my thoughts, my habits? Is it the trunk of my my trunk of, not my raggedy car, but my raggedy trunk of my beautiful car, right? This stuff is in there. Or that junk drawer in the kitchen, right? How many of us have that? I just did a lot of reorganizing and decluttering myself, and I really didn't even mean to do it. But Spirit always knows what we need. And Spirit moved me to do that. It was so powerful. Oh, I just completed doing some things in the kitchen that I didn't even know I was going to do. And I was decluttering. Because if there is this stuff in the way, we can't move through in our pathway to get to our abundance and fulfillment. Call to action. I'm giving you a call to action today. I want you to take 2 to 3 steps over the next week in refreshing the page of your life. I want you to declutter some areas in your life. Take 2 to 3 steps to refresh the page in your life. I'm going to do it. I'm still doing it. And I just want you to do that. And if you want to jump back on this page here, on this post, and let me know how that went for you, I'd love to hear from you. You can do that. Can't you do that? Can't we be in communication? Can't we? Can we talk? Okay. So I want you to do that. Let's refresh the page of our life. Not just in January, but in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2021. Because we want to live our lives, right? Magnified. I want you to do that. And I want you to share that journey with me this year. Would you do that? You know I miss you already, right? And I love you so much. And listen, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for dropping by, hearing me out, letting the sister say something, get something off my mind, off my heart. Share the video and do that call to action, the 2 to 3 steps. Okay, let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. We owe it to ourselves. I love you so much and I miss you already. Live life magnified. Smooches and what? Deuces. Alrighty, adios. Until next time, take wings.